Okay, we are trying this for the first time on the mobile device we all call cell phone. As long as nobody tries to call me, I think I should be okay. It says I'm live, and I'm waiting for the response on my laptop to be sure. Okay, it looks like we are live, audio and everything. Now, this channel, it will be on the podcast, it will be audio only as it has in the past. Now, on my Wiz channel, I'll have video, but this, I just want it as audio. I tried other websites to do podcasts like this, and yeah, they have different spots on there, but to get significant amount of time to be able to go live and all is just ridiculous what they charge when I have YouTube here and I can just sit here until I lose my voice talking about whatever I want to talk about. And I can post and go live as often as I want. I got the chat open if anybody wants to chat along, ask questions, just say hello. But just a few things I want to talk about just to be sure this is actually going to work like I want it to, so I can actually be anywhere as long as I got an internet connection and be able to have my podcast. So I don't have to rely on being in my studio to be able to do these. So I hopefully I got things so I can do these live shows, podcast from the mobile device. As like right now, I'm sitting in my RV drinking coffee and making this podcast live. I remember back when internet just started becoming to the public. Even I knew before the internet and what it has grown into since then. I can almost imagine what the capability of it will be just 5, 10 years from now. What we have now, the possibilities are almost endless. It's just one big tool that makes life so much easier. Things that you can do now that you couldn't do back then. Since the hot weather is going to be shortly, the downgrading of temperatures, fall will be rolling around the corner, then winter, then spring. And I pretty much told everybody that I will pretty much dedicate my time for the internet stuff for June, July, and August. Well, August is almost, well, actually it is halfway gone because today's the 15th. But 2 weeks are going to just fly by. I mean, time just, it just keeps moving. It does not wait for anyone. For example, like when the Twin Towers got hit, we all probably remember it. But just think back how long ago that was. We still remember it, but that's quite some years ago. You don't have time to wait. So, oh, I'll get to it later on. Well, later on never gets here. But I'm getting ready putting things in place to do more traveling, do more camping because I'm traveling. Went camping last weekend just to get away from everything, test stuff, which I'm glad I did because I found that I had an issue with my solar system that I have in my RAV4. Still hadn't pinpointed exactly what the issue is. I'm still testing it out, using it, charge it, use it, charge it. But tomorrow, I probably, since I'm not doing anything tomorrow except getting up and drinking coffee, probably get the charger out, take the battery, since it's probably going to be quite toasty outside tomorrow. I'll probably take one of the batteries completely out of the vehicle, bring it into where it's nice and cool so it'll charge a lot better, and just charge it until it just, and have a voltmeter on it. Wait for it to get, I think it's 14 or 15 some volts on it is when the BMS that's built into it actually will disconnect itself for protection not to be overcharged. Then I'll go put that one back in the car, not connect up the wires, just put it back in the vehicle, take the other one, bring it in, do the exact same thing. Then put both of them back in, wire them up, reset the state of charge in the app to 100%. Be sure it's got a good connection on all the terminals and just let it go. And then I can test it by putting a heavy load on it, like a coffee maker, and see if I can get it back down to the 101 amp hour used, down to 49% left of charge that I can actually use, and see if the voltage will just not drop down to 10 volts. Be sure it's discharging both batteries. And see if it'll go down to 40%, 30%, 20%. That way it's telling me that it's actually using both batteries. It may be just a bad connection that was on one of the terminals of the battery and it was only discharging one. I don't know, but I haven't found anything. I'm just going to go through it, clean it up, charge them, top them off, and then use it and see if it will surpass the 50% goal line, 50% line, and see if it will keep going down further than that before it goes to, cutting off because it got voltage too low. But yeah, it's nice to know right around the corner, not only because it's fall is around the corner. That means time to go camping and time to go traveling is right around the corner as well. People seem to like watching camping and traveling videos. And I can understand that because there's a few people in there, van camping, car camping, that I can sit there pretty much for 3 or 4 hours and just on their channel, just watch one after another. Gives me ideas of places I want to go. And also, since it's not going to be, summer anymore, not doing the WISP uh, full blast and not doing anything else, means I can get back and working on my RV, which it needs dire need of TLC. One room does not even have a floor in it. You see the floor joists in there, and that's it. So that's going to give me a project to be working on while I'm not traveling. And I'm going to get back doing some catering and some just all around of gig work. I really enjoy that, but during the summer, it's just freaking too hot to get out there and do that. And plus, I got the internet So pretty much the fall and the winter and spring is pretty much just really just travel and camp and get out there and enjoy nice temperatures compared to what we had this summer. I mean, get up in the morning, 4:30, 5 o'clock. You look over there and see the temperature outside. It's already 82 degrees. And then you look at the heat index and want to do nothing but go down the hallway, turn the air conditioning down a notch or two, and crawl back in bed because 109, 110 heat index is just crazy. But I have to be safe out there and work on internet stuff early in the morning and take like 3 hour lunch, 12 to 3, 12 to 4, and then go back at it for another 3 hours. I mean, lately here I've been out there to 8, 9, 9:30 trying to do installs or troubleshooting. Whatever I can do to get everybody connected and be safe at the same time. It's like next Monday, I got to get up and go maybe 4 or 5 RVs over in the park that I'm in and actually dig I would say probably 40-foot trench and bury new wire and put a new box and router and everything. Just pretty much overhaul and upgrade their system because they are one of the first ones I ever installed in this park, and they starting to have issues with it. And I think it's the wire that's actually in the ground, but it's that old wire that I had on a roll that had issues. And I think theirs is finally let me know, hey, you need to replace me. I mean, I can test the wire before that. I can went back and tested all the wires where I used that wire at, but if I put a meter on it, it's going to check out okay. So I didn't want to just go replace it just to replace it. I wanted to actually tell me to replace it by malfunctioning. And it seems that the word of mouth about the internet has grown tremendously this summer. Seems like every time I turn around, somebody is texting me with the information, and I don't have to tell them what information I need. They already sent me the first name, last name, email, what package they want, their address, what lot, and everything. They are getting the information that is required to get set up from somebody that's already in the park. So it's growing tremendously. So I know that next summer it's probably going to be even faster pace. And I got one RV park right now that I've already ran fiber in, and you can look on my other channel and actually see where I ran that at. It's a small RV park, but I got fiber in it. I hadn't connected it up yet, but I got it fiber in the ground. I got the termination boxes at all of the RVs. I got to terminate the fiber at the hub where it all comes from, the router and all that. And then I got to get air cubes and place them actually inside of the RVs because this RV park, pretty much the owner owns practically all the RVs except maybe 2 out of the whole park. So they're not going anywhere. So I can safely place them on the inside of the RVs. And trying to see if this setup is going to work the way I want it of doing my podcast remotely on my cell phone for this channel and the other. Now, I know one of my old cell phones, I was able to, some setting in there somewhere, somebody calls, it'll automatically send them straight to the voicemail so the phone won't ring. But I don't have that many calls. Even the spam calls, I don't have any. I got maybe one today and didn't have any yesterday. But if that becomes an issue, I'll look into it and see if I can actually from actually ringing. But I don't think I'm going to have that issue. But if I do, I'll look into it and see to resolve that issue because I don't want to be in the middle of a podcast and phone rings and it disconnects me from my podcast. And I am looking into something to enhance the channel. I don't know if I can get it done or not. I don't want to say what it is, but keep looking in the description below my podcast each week, and I will reveal it. I will reveal it there and within that podcast itself. But I'll talk about it before I actually put it in the description of the video that I actually reveal what it is, if it falls through and becomes a thing. It's something that I used to do, I can't say years ago, I have to say decades ago, back in the 80s, back actually in high school. And a little bit after high school, I was doing it as well. And I like to be able to get back doing it a little bit. But I'm not going to say what it is, but hopefully I can get it um, become a thing. It is something that I love doing, just like I love doing these podcasts, getting behind a microphone. And the tech, like, as I mentioned earlier, the technology that the internet and all that provides now, it's so easy to get the podcast out there. And YouTube just flat out makes it so easy, so universal of how you can do it. Now, my laptop is a gaming laptop and it does not come with a camera. So I had to figure out a way to do it with my cell phone. I don't think I got an external camera to be able to put on it and use it if I ever want to use the laptop. But I like the mobile of the cell phone gives me so I can actually just pop it up on a little stand, plug in my wireless microphone. That seems to be working real well because I've used it to record videos. And I was hoping YouTube will actually be able to connect to it as well. And seems like it is. Um, so that's encouraging. That makes me want to do this even more. So I may go live more than just on Saturday and maybe some video. But I'm trying to escalate and be more, have more production on this channel. I'm going to try to shoot for putting up something every day. That's going to take a lot of dedication on my part. But I had to figure out my schedule when I can do it. I notice my kids, grandkids, and all don't get up until 10 o'clock in the mornings. I'm awake at 5 o'clock in the morning and bushy bright eye by 6 o'clock. And by 6:15, 6:30, I'm up. I don't even have alarm turned on. It just been doing it for some years. I'm automatically up. And since they don't get up until 10 o'clock, disturbing around the house, I figured might as well just go in there by 7 o'clock and just get in the studio or on my laptop or take my cell phone and just make some videos. If I'm not in the studio, I use my cell phone. But if I'm at home, I can just get up early in the morning and crank out 5 videos for the channel and some short. I figured out a way to record a short on the computer in the studio and be able to schedule it for throughout the week. So I don't have to actually make a short every day. It actually is going to be posted every day. Now I haven't figured out exactly how many shorts I want per day. I may do from the analytics and the study I've done, it seems like the best to do is a long form and a short each day. The shorts will, if it intrigues somebody of the topic I'm talking about, it will help to get them persuaded to come look at the channel and watch the long form, because this world is in such a fast pace. It's easier for them to watch a 3 minute video vertically on their phone than it is to actually sit down and watch something long. They say, "Oh man, I like that channel. What he's talking about. Wonder if he's got more on that topic on his channel. I can get home tonight and actually log onto his channel and search and see what he's got." So I'm going to shoot for it and see what becomes of it. And I know a lot of people are just going to throw their hands up since what YouTube is getting ready to do. I think it's February the 1st of next year, where they double the watch hours. You got to get 8,000 instead of 4,000. Yeah, 4,000. It was quite hard to do on my heat and air channel, but I got there. It's dedication you got to put into it. Now 8,000, it's not going to be double as the effort to get there as it was for 4,000, because you got more people on it and more tools at hand to rapidly increase your watch hours more than you did when you just had to have 4,000. A lot of people are just going to say, man, they're trying to kill off the small YouTubers. No, they're trying to kill off people that's not really putting the effort in it to actually make it happen for themselves. If you get so discouraged just because they double the watch hours, pretty much you might want to rethink it. You may not really want to have a YouTube channel. If you really want it or really want something in life, you're going to fight for it regardless how many times somebody moves the goalpost. You're just going to crank out a little harder and put more effort in it and just keep going until you be successful of getting to that 8,000 or whatever it is when you cross that threshold, whatever they have it at the time. But I know it's going to be frustrating for them people that's got like 3,800 or something they've been getting for the last 2 years, and they're trying to get to 4,000, and they're not going to get to 4,000 before February the 1st of 2027. Oh, I know they're just foaming at the mouth of frustration, because most likely they probably could get it by that time of 4,000, but it's frustrating being that close and then miss it by maybe a month. It's very, it can be very discouraging, but you just got to go after what you want in your life and really just care less what other people say or think or do, about how you're running your life. Oh, you should done this, you can done that, and you would be here now. Not necessarily. Because there's a lot of people that done this and done that in their life at a time that they said you should have done it, and still you're better off than they are. Everybody is different. Everybody has different goals, Different things make different people happy. Who wants to work at a job for 30, 40 years and hate their job? Oh, I'm getting paid for it, but I hate it. What? Who wants to live that way? I want to do something that I enjoy so freaking much that it don't feel like work. And that was my heating and air. It got me to travel. I mean, sometimes I had to get up in the morning and travel 3 hours to go check out a unit. And sometimes it was nothing but a capacitor or a fan, contactor. And that's all it was. It took me 3 hours to drive there and an hour to fix it. But I had people that said they couldn't get a company to come out there in their area until the following week. And this was like Friday. And they said the earliest I can get somebody is Tuesday. It's supposed to be hot. North Carolina in the summer is just freaking hot. That's just all it's to it. That's one thing we are known for. And they're willing to pay my traveling fee just to get me there so they can have air conditioning and don't have to wait 4 days or more sometimes. And sometimes, instead of driving back, if it's a town that I haven't been in, and since it's on a Friday, pretty much I try not to do anything on the weekends. Even during the summer, I try not to, even with the heat and air, unless it's emergency. Pretty much knock time was 5 o'clock on Friday until Monday at 9 in the morning. I would actually go look for a hotel and spend the weekend in that town. I got to travel, got paid to travel, then I'd take the money I made and go spend it and then go home. That's what I like doing, is traveling, meeting new people. And doing the internet, I don't really travel that often. Long distance. I've driven all the way to Arizona. I've been to Florida twice. I've been to Kentucky. I've been to Tennessee, Georgia, Louisiana. But now it's coming around the corner of time to put some more miles on my RAV4. She's getting ready to turn 140,000 miles. But she's still going nice and strong as it was the day that I got it. A lot dirtier, but still going. Got to go get the tags, and got to go get inspected, got to get new tires. I get tires that goes for 50,000 miles, and I get new tires every other year because I hit the 50,000 mark. So I put like 25, 30,000 miles on the vehicle every year. And I got it to the point where I got rid of my tires a little bit early because I hit the mileage. So every 100,000 and every 150,000, I get new tires. So I got it down in like a pattern. Every 10,000 miles, I get an oil change. Every 5,000 miles, I get a tire rotation. Each time I get the oil change, I get tires rotated too, because that's another 5,000. And then every 50,000, I get new tires. Try to keep everything, uniformed in a way. So I don't have to say, well, when did I get the tires? No, I know it's every 50,000 tires, every 5,000 rotate tires, every 10,000 tire rotation, oil change. And then if the dealer where I take it, where I brought it, that's the only place I take it. I took it to one place when I went to Arizona because I had to get the oil change because, I hit the 10,000 mark. and couldn't get back before it hit that. So I had to go one place, but it was another Toyota dealer. But all the other times, it's the same one I bought it from in Jacksonville, North Carolina. And if they say, well, you need this, you need that, like the cabin, I think they call it the cabin air filter and the engine filter. They let me know, hey, it's getting to the point where you need to get them changed. And then, before the next tire rotation, I'll change them out and they'll inspect it every time when I get tire rotation and every time I get the oil change. They pretty much just go through it and see if anything that should that may be concerned. That's why I like taking it there. They don't just change your oil. Say, okay, your oil's done. No, they give me a list of things like, hey, you might want to get windshield wipers on your next trip here, or get them before. Just little things that I don't have to actually check myself. They actually check it. So pretty much every 5,000 miles, it gets like a miniature inspection. They just go through it, not real heavy going through it, but they check everything like the belts, the continuous belt, single belt and stuff like that. Maintenance that needs to be done at certain mileage, like check up on the air condition and flush of the radiator, the heating, the cooling system, and stuff like that. They just really seem to look out for the car because they know if they don't, I won't be back. So it's hard to find good people and businesses nowadays. Most of them say you want an oil change. Well, that's all they're going to do is the oil change. The only thing else they're going to do is drive your vehicle into the garage, change oil, and back it out for you. That's it. Beyond that, that's it. I even had some before I got the RAV4. They wouldn't even put a sticker on the windshield to help to remind you when you need to get another oil change. They leave it totally on you to remember what the mileage was before you need to get another oil change. But Toyota, I've had it one time. I pulled out of there and they forgot, and I cranked the car up, and he said, "Oh, hold a minute." He reaches in and puts sticker. He said, "They forgot to put sticker. I got to be sure I got one. See you on the next, see you 5,000 miles." Never left there without a sticker. Almost one time. But they always look out for you. At least my experience since I've had it, and I bought it a brand new 2020 RAV4. It only had 6 miles on it when I drove it off that lot that day. Oh, the smell of a new car. And I need to clean it out so I can find the floor, but I do have them rubber mats that's got the edges up on the side that catches all the dirt and stuff. And so they seem to work real well because when I take them out, the carpet is mashed down with the little holes like in it because the mat that I got in there has them little teardrop things on it that sticks into the carpet and keep it from sliding. But it keeps the dirt off the carpet enough that a little bit of vacuum it comes right up. But they look out for me. But that's all I got for this podcast, and it seems like it's actually working quite well. The audio seems like the audio is actually holding out and doing real well. So I appreciate each and every one of you that has come by when I'm actually live. And just keep looking on my channel and you'll see when I'm going to be live. And I'm going to try to keep it Saturday at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time as it is now. I got maybe 3 more that's already posted to set up and all to go live. Just keep an eye on the channel and it'll show when I'm going to be live on the next podcast. And I'm going to try to upload a video each and every day. I may batch them on Sunday when I don't have nothing else to do and my mind can really get into topics that I want to talk about and really get into the topic and just schedule them for the week itself. I really want to ramp up and grow this channel. Not because the 4,000 went to 8,000. I can care less about the partner program. If it comes to this channel, fine. I mean, I'm not looking for it. But if it happens, it happens. I just want to grow the channel and help others. Maybe something I say in one of my videos or podcasts will make a person think, say, well, that sounds like me a little bit. Maybe I should do that. Maybe it'll help me out. Just little things. You know, if I can help somebody, just one person, I'll be happy. I know I've helped people in the past, but this technology gives me another avenue to be able to do that, reach the one side of the world all the way to the other. So thank you for stopping by and listening, whether you listen to it live or afterward. I appreciate it. Leave a comment down there below the video, what you think, give me some ideas to talk about. This is pretty much an open channel. I'll be talking about my book, times that I went through when I had to sit there for them 512 days. Was not easy, but I made it through. Regardless how bad life gets, you can make it to the other side if you're willing to do it. But only you can make that decision to if you're going to make it through or not to the other side. If you got a goal in your life, it's going to take your effort, your ambition to go out there every day, do what you got to do to make it happen. If you are overwhelmed financially because some hardship or whatever circumstances in the past has really just put up a big barn fire of your finances, you got to get out there every day and think, what can I do today to make that fire a little bit smaller? And then get up the next day. What can I do to make this fire a little bit smaller? Just keep doing that. Eventually, it'll be nothing but ashes. And that goes for anything that you're trying to do in your life. If you're trying to get promoted or a better job, what can I do today to get a better job or make my finances better? Not because I'm in debt, because I just want to bring in more. What can I do? What free time do I have? How can I generate a revenue in my free time? Maybe go deliver pizzas. Maybe do gig work. Because you've got a vehicle. Very easy to do. I mean, you don't have to know where every place is. You got GPS. That's the technology I'm talking about. It makes it easy. You can go in any town and be able to do that, even if you've never been there, because the GPS knows all the places. Sometimes it messes up, but that's okay. That's understandable. And these gig app owners, they understand that. But it don't happen that often. But get out there and make a life for yourself. Make it better. And I'll talk to you in the next podcast.